Okay, welcome to the cast commentary for Pat's Spooky Night. I am Dave Rediger, the executive producer of Pat's Spooky Night, along with the writer. I'm with the director of this special, Alex Duquette,
Yes, that's me.
and the other executive producer and prop master, the food prepper, the wardrobe,
Everything else.
Gella Rediger.
Hello.
And along with many of the people in Pat's Spooky Night, we got Andy Dew here,
Hello.
Hayden Coates,
Hello.
M. Gardner,
Hi.
and Jay.
How you doing?
All right, Alex. This was your big directorial special debut.
Yeah, I've never done something like this before. Not something like this long, at least. So it was really fun.
Yeah.
It went a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It did. It was a long night, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I mean, this right here at the beginning was totally different experience. It was a totally. Sorry, she was getting a little emotional. I understand it. It was.
It's all right, Jay. It's all right.
It's all right, Jay. It was a lot for us. This was, I really appreciated the intimacy of this shoot because this is mainly you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Gella was there kind of helping make sure everything was rolling and everything. Because this is a big bulk of the special. So we really got to nail your lines down and stuff. I mean, what
Yeah.
do you remember about shooting this at the beginning?
Well, we filmed all of these in 2 very long summer days, right? Was it summer?
It was September.
Yeah, it was the
September.
tail
It's
end of
still hot
September,
though.
yeah.
It's very hot.
It was hot.
In Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, in Memphis, this was my home at
This
the time.
Jello mix wasn't actually made right, by the way. We never actually used it. Never seen it on the table.
we had plans to use the food, like to
None of
actually
this
eat
food
it.
was used properly. The
Right.
meal was wasted.
That meatloaf sat out for hours and it was disgusting by the
Sorry,
time we got
Just
to it.
admitting this all.
Did you say sorry, pita?
Yeah, so there was definitely a tone, like a visual tone, like for Pat's Spooky Night. Pat loves vintage Halloween. He's not too big into the blood and guts and devil stuff.
Mm-mm.
So there was a lot of attention to detail here. I never thought it was, Halloween enough,
Right.
if you recall.
Well, and that's where I think that's the combination of
Yeah.
the writing as well as the sound design, which I also did, kind of makes it. We brought it together and really gave it that spooky
Yeah.
kind of Halloweeny feel. I think all that coming together and all the fun decorations and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
super fun. I do actually want to give a shout out to Jay too because she was a big part of the decorating.
Yeah.
Suffered through her balloon phobia.
You did.
I did suffer that. Also,
You could
all
have done
the-
streamers, but you just got stuck with balloons.
I got stuck with it all. These the cats that are on the cabinets and the fridge.
Yeah.
Remember
all
one
of
kept
those-
falling?
One kept falling. I about
Oh.
lost my mind over
Yeah.
these damn things because the tape wasn't sticking. So I think I tried like a few different things, and it was like on the microwave, on the handle of the microwave.
Yeah, we
It
tried.
kept falling.
Yeah,
But-
that was my biggest fear. Is like this needs to feel like Halloween Day,
Yeah.
And I like the script. Everybody liked the script, but Alex and Gella made this Halloween through the combination of sound design and props and wardrobe.
We got no choice.
We had to do it. We had to do it. But I think we made it happen though. I'm really happy with the finished
Yeah.
product. I really am.
I think my favorite part of the shot is Thor on the fridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thor.
Exactly
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, it is.
Did you notice that before, Aiden?
Yeah, I
You
noticed
did?
a little
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, there he is.
Maybe it's a cameo.
Yeah.
All of
We
these
went
shots,
big, like-
all these shots were filmed later, actually.
Oh, did you see that hand?
Oh, the hand that placed the
That
pumpkin
hand?
down was me. That was not
That
him.
we forgot to place a pumpkin down, so
Mhm.
we mailed Alex my wardrobe, and he went out
Yep.
to his yard and
Yep.
did that hand.
Oh
hand-
gosh, that would have been embarrassing from the neighbors.
I went out there in my little black turtleneck and
Yeah.
I did.
I have to say something about Dave in the Pat role that always mesmerizes me is the fact that all your facial features, all your like mannerisms change when you put that Pat persona in. Your eyebrows,
And his
like,
eyes are bigger.
your
the
eyes
glasses,
get bigger
yeah.
somehow.
It's all
like,
glasses. That's all it
medically,
is.
your eyes just grow 2 sizes, and then you emote with everything, the purse of your lips, like.
Well,
You
I
might
would've-
have done some severe damage.
I couldn't see a thing during the. So you're watching this now. I cannot see Alex behind the camera.
Oh yeah, I do remember the glasses. That's why your eyes are so big.
Yeah.
You're right. It reminds me of when I was a child. I put my mom's glasses on, thinking I could ruin my eyes to wear glasses. It never worked.
Oh my god.
But I would put them on, and then I'd walk at a slant.
Yeah.
I do want to quickly say, this involves you too, the egg scene just a second ago,
Oh, yeah.
that was a one take shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
We only
One
had 2
take.
eggs left.
We only,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Now, remember the mess afterwards? We,
Oh my gosh.
There was bugs
Oh,
and
the
flies
ants?
everywhere.
There was no
It
time to
yeah.
clean it because we kept going and going.
Yeah.
Oh
Next
my
time you
gosh.
opened the door, it was just gnats and everything. And
Oh, it was
smelled
horrible.
rotten.
And then we had the scene with when Randy comes up with his 2 kids, and,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's Steph and Nick,
Yeah.
Mink, and they're like
Yeah.
kneeling
Yes.
down, and this nasty, like, half clean egg. It was horrible.
And I also threw those eggs with such a vigor that like they exploded.
But that's exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
One take.
I
That was
was
amazing.
terrified.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad it was.
That
one
was another thing that I was like amping myself up. I think there's like footage in the background of me like, I think I could do it.
I remember you being like, what if I missed? Like, what if I missed? What if we got? It's like, well, then let's do it again. It's all right. And then you did not miss. It was so great.
Yes.
That was so fun.
Now this is a classic commercial.
Oh my
right here.
gosh.
That is a good one.
The Fazwell.
It is amazing how I look like I'm 15 when I shave my beard. Like, but then again, this was a while
This
ago.
was a
now.
while ago, like,
That would have been
This
I
was-
still- like 20?
2017.
so it's like 6,
Yeah.
That was like
7 years.
Yeah, it was before my
23.
surgery.
Oh, that
so
would-
it was like right before I was.
that would have been funny if they added man
The
cats.
worst little-
Yeah.
That is spooky.
I love how
That is
odd it
Just
is,
a-
where it's like
just a video of the
from
cats on the
5
cover.
to 9, Chesapeake.
Yeah, that commercial, that 5 to 9. I put that in there. I put it in every Halloween thing we do every October because it's just that one commercial that you
Like
hate.
local, yeah.
That just
And you can tell that the
plays
person
all the
didn't
time.
hate it. Like
Yeah,
the
oh, yeah.
community, the community person that has to put it on is like,
I gotta say, this is
Oh
the
my
favorite
God.
shot I did the whole
This
time.
is great.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love that. So that was not on purpose at first, and then we did another take, and I said, let's leave. I wanted the stomach in there
The
because
belly.
it just fit. It was so good.
And here we are, Wolf Dolly. This is the movie within the special.
Mhm.
And that right there, that's Austin Beatty and Catherine Bokenkamp.
This was all led by you. This was not the part
Yeah,
I did a part
this
in
is the
this.
part I directed.
Mhm.
That was the hottest day of the year, it felt like.
Yeah.
I felt bad. If the camera's shaky, it's not because it's a monster movie. It's because I'm literally shaking and sweating and dripping. And
Oh my gosh.
like, it was awful.
Now this, sound design wise, every part of this
Mm-hmm.
had to be redone. So audio, the footsteps, the cicadas in the background, the music, everything had to be redone. So this was,
You took the cicadas out and put them back in?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I did, yeah. And I think it ended up working out really well, and we made it feel like it was an old movie.
See, I wanted to cast Catherine specifically because, like, for this special to really like sell the fact that he's watching a real movie, you needed a high caliber actor,
Mhm.
and Catherine is.
Mhm.
Austin is just a really really funny dude, and he looks like he is a jock in the 50s,
He fit the,
and he knocked it out of the park too.
he did, he was good, he was
But-
cast good for that.
I'm not gonna lie, seeing that in the background when we were filming this, I think I had asked at some point, like, what movie are you guys using? Because this looks really good, actually.
That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
And Gella was like, well, funny story.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was playing on repeat on that iPad
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
day. I
I've
remember
never
that.
wanted to see a movie finally so
Yeah.
much, and I'm still upset about it.
Right.
Well, I'll
I
let
just
you- I'll
was
let you know.
teased
There's-
constantly.
There's no ending.
Yeah.
So
Write your own story.
now here we go.
This was a scene that we were really excited to work on. This was just another intimate one, but that made it sound
Yeah.
kind of naughty. But
Oh,
what I
I
mean,
see.
Wow.
what I mean is that it was just him and I. No one else was involved, and I really like how this turned out too.
Mhm.
I think
I
I'm
just
in that back room. I'm in that back room just giggling.
You might
every time
be,
I can
yeah.
hear like every pop in.
this I really honestly I didn't give Dave much direction here. I just kind of we had a
Yeah.
couple lines we wanted to do. Besides that, it was just go for it,
I think
be
that-
Pat.
I think this idea came up because it's like this is something Jim Varney would do, like in an
Mhm.
Ernest movie or something.
Mhm.
He'd have all those characters and stuff. So, yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I hung that shower curtain up
You did.
and almost fell in. while I
You
was
did.
doing it.
We don't have that.
Yeah,
no.
and
Yeah.
the fact that we even thought of the small detail to hang up
Yeah.
a shower curtain was.
That makes a big difference in
Yes.
the, you know,
Yeah.
especially getting that Halloween feel like we talked about. This, once again, shout out to all the decorators because that does look so good.
Well, I wrote this with your place in mind, Alex. I mean,
Right.
if it wasn't for that first trip we took where we did, you know, Bill You're Done and all those stuff, all the first skits, I would have just wrote this kind of generic, you know, Halloween story in a house.
Right.
But like I thought of every inch of your place. So I'm like, it
Mhm.
needs like a light switch cover.
Mhm.
You know, it needs like a shower curtain. Where, you know, it's like
Well, and
I
it
knew your
shows.
layout.
It shows because it ended up looking incredible. It looked everything looked intentional.
Mhm.
There's so much to look at.
Now here is the first character from Randy Phillips. In
Yeah,
this.
he plays,
special.
he plays like
Cheers.
3 people. in
The
this.
Yeah.
changing facial hair, because
Yeah.
all of this is one night. So the amount of like all of that filming, and
Yeah.
you just
Oh,
like,
yeah,
And we had
Yes.
to order it the correct
you
way.
had to order it the correct
because
way.
he shaved first in the
Yeah.
order here. Yeah.
So it was
So we
wild.
did this last.
Yeah, that
That's
continuity. Yeah.
Right. That was tough to do because we actually did this the next production day. We didn't do this that night. We did it the next morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before we all left.
Because he had the
Right.
handlebar and then he was,
He went through a metamorphosis of
He did.
Which
Yeah.
Randy
As
always
Randy
does.
usually does.
Yes.
surprise. Yes.
He's willing to do just about anything. Really.
Also, like I love this character for like the sad, lonely creeper vibes that he brought and could always bring.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, you have a good one here tonight, Pat. I'm checking my mail, see if I missed anything when I get home. But you let me know if you see anything suspicious here.
This
Randy,
is funny.
Randy.
Scene.
But like that, like, well,
Oh, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
like,
So the idea of this cop, you know, like it's the fact that everybody loves Pat in this town. Like that Pat does not have an enemy. You know, so the cops want to go to his party.
yeah, the
You
FOMO.
know, yeah, the
Mhm.
FOMO,
But that,
yeah.
like, you have my number, 911. It's real
Real
simple.
simple.
Yeah, real simple.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
kind of
okay.
that was a little bit
He did a
ad-lib,
lot of
wasn't
ad-lib.
Yeah, he did a
it?
lot of
He did.
that.
The whole like the line with could be the cartel. That was all him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good at that though.
Yeah.
I think the amount of like stuff you had to choose from with him, with all of the like different lines
Yeah.
and stuff,
Mhm.
it always gives.
This is one of my very first lines I wrote for the script was, on all nights to go around terrorizing folks, why pick Halloween?
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
based the whole script off of that kind of innocence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Pat really doesn't think Halloween should be evil. He just
Right.
thinks it's a fun, festive day.
Ah.
Who's getting eyes?
Oh,
If you know, you know.
There we go. That's gonna be our little secret.
Yeah.
you know,
But if you know, you know.
Invasion of the Leaves, that's real secret.
That
But
is.
who's getting eyes
Invasion of
on,
the Leaves.
on camera?
Why are those rated MA? What's going on?
I don't know.
Hey, those leaves invade some pretty weird spots.
Right.
They can get in some real crevices,
Real crazy.
crevasses, if you will.
Here comes Underground, another
Underground.
sound design masterpiece. And,
Yes, Alex brought that to life.
Well, it was definitely 50-50 because
Yeah,
this is just a great expression of your art
yeah.
and your style.
This took you like.
I always like when we work together.
I like when we work together too. That's why I love the cartoon stuff. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
Stoopy. I was drawing.
Oh, I love one.
Stoopy. Like that's such. I love when we have our partnerships. It's always really
It
fun.
took you like a year to work on that, right?
That took me from like July to September. It was
Oh,
like
that's not bad.
43 different pages.
Hmm.
So it wasn't too bad.
yeah.
Would have been funny if you brought the intern, like yelled at the intern in that commercial.
Oh yeah.
My mom's like, they always talk about you. Me.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're the intern.
I'm the intern.
I don't know if you've seen the season yet, but
You're dead.
you're gone now.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gone.
Yeah,
You're legit.
you got shot.
Well,
You've been off.
well, I don't. What happened was you hired an intern yourself
Oh, and
for
then
you, and that intern took a picture of his genitalia and put it on her show. You need to watch it,
You
dude.
didn't see that?
no, I didn't do that.
Oh, yeah.
But that would have been really funny if you yelled at me.
Scooby
Yeah.
snacks. Those are my favorite.
This?
So
You
good.
and I have had deep
Correct.
conversations about the old.
Oh, the
Blue.
opaque blue
Yeah.
is the. Oh, they changed it. They changed it so many years ago.
But there's a candle that smells like it.
I think
It
that-
is.
I
There
think
is a
that's
candle.
good.
It
There's a
smells
candle
like
that
it
smells
tastes.
like.
We've gone in depth.
You
You
should
dug in.
somehow like bring me back from the dead.
There's a conspiracy
Oh,
there.
We've thought about that. Like you're haunting us.
Right.
Yes.
Haunted by the interns. It might come back. Who knows?
Ooh, late nighters.
My mom's always like talking about that. She's
Yeah.
like, they're always talking about you on the podcast.
Well, it's because you're fun to talk about.
You run the show.
Hey, listen, you're gonna be coming up here soon.
Yeah.
Coop boy.
Yeah, we're finally show Coop Boy. We don't want to spoil it. Well, anybody's listening to this has already seen it.
But
I forgot we know.
I'm one of those guys that like to listen to
I
commentary
love
first.
I love when Nick was just like making the faces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nick popped in from time to time, and he always
Yeah.
just makes people laugh.
Oh, it was great seeing Nick because, you know, like that Pete. Or what about Paul?
Yeah.
joke is such a.
It's another one of those.
That's
If you know,
another
you know.
callback to
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you know, you know. It just it brings back.
Oh, you know what you should have brought back in this?
That's from
While you're
Friends,
eating
yeah.
at the party, you want some fruit snacks?
Have fruity snacks.
Couldn't fit them all in. We got a lot of inside jokes.
There's a lot.
Too many.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yeah, we need to almost like we have to keep track of them somehow, like
Right.
in notes.
I love
Wow.
this city.
And the Pat sequel. will probably-
Yeah.
I
Bob Denard.
Bob
I
Denard.
love it.
Be safe, Chesapeake Valley.
And
Champaign,
Champaign, Illinois.
I love that.
Same
Sam
happened.
I
Alvaro.
thought this was so
So
hilarious.
I thought this was Hayden and a hot dog.
No, this is a real character.
It's a real guy. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a real person?
Yeah,
That's
he's
comedian.
in Bloomington, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
That's
seen
hilarious.
him in a live Dungeons and Dragons at the game store in Bloomington.
Now I want to say coming up here, the first time we've ever filmed with Andy Dew
The
here.
legendary Andy Dew.
Yes, yes.
It is
Andy.
Yes.
So what do you remember about this shoot?
It was extremely hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was wearing a turtleneck. No, I was wearing a polo and a cardigan. And it was, like 100 degrees
Yeah,
or
it was.
so.
Yep.
And, well, you had to cut around my throwing because my skill was so advanced that it would have made the
Yeah.
others look bad.
If you notice, we never show Andy throwing the ball. It's always catching.
Yeah.
But once again, typecast as a young jock.
What
I
are you
love,
gonna do?
I love how you hear
I-
the sound of football.
I really like the accent that you chose. That kind of, I don't know, like Boston kind of. I don't know. Yeah, this Northeast kind of accent. You
So
know.
Eddie.
Yeah,
Oh, here, oh,
And you're
here,
chewing the gum. I thought it was.
here they are kneeling in the eggs.
Yeah.
Yep. There's the kneeling and the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This we cleaned it, but it's not well enough.
Yeah.
The voices are Gail and I's children, Monica and Morgan.
Yeah.
But the people
Oh,
there,
are they really?
Yeah.
the people there are
Also,
Stephanie
this took
and
a
Nick.
few different takes. This
We-
is a interesting one.
I remember it was still kind of light out, so it's still kind of hot.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of tell you're kind of sweaty here.
Yeah.
Like it was still pretty hot out there too. It didn't get quite cool yet that evening.
That was another line I was proud of too. The tiny American flag. That was another,
Yeah.
that's another
Right.
defining
Yep.
Patism.
This is the funny. I loved this exchange.
Yeah. Well, he's got treats for adults too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so.
And he's like,
Yeah.
he tries like somebody after he's like, everybody's got to buy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think
That-
of until like after this is like, you just gave him his porno mag.
You did in front of the kids.
Yeah.
And then there was an
That's done with
urgency.
that.
There was an urgency. Let's
like,
go.
let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
Let's go.
He was like, we gotta get home now.
Let's go capture
I
Kim.
also love all this footage.
That was a Halloween night.
And
the-
champagne.
That was a-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
that was.
Okay, that's what I
It
thought.
looks so.
It fits the.
It fits everything.
The aesthetic,
it doesn't
yeah.
look
We're
out
taking
of
the
place.
girls trick or treating, and I'm like, hold on, and I get this
Right.
quick shot, and then we go on to the
There's
next house.
something so funny about a redheaded vampire to me.
There is.
Why?
There is. Yes.
Why?
Because there's not one.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. This is when the
They don't
party.
like the sun though, so.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
don't. They definitely don't like this.
Yeah, so it does make
So
sense.
this is when the party starts to kick in here.
I love this also.
So we had that idea later. So that was filmed later.
Yeah.
It was me and Keelan, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I was playing for one guy in a bed, just
Yeah.
laying there.
Just
It's
Well,
so
the reason
weird.
why that happened was the first edit of this, I go, oh no, we don't have enough party footage.
Right.
So that's when I sent you out my costumes and a couple other costumes, and you and Keelan
Mm-hmm. Made it.
doubled.
Just
for a
hung
lot.
out in your house.
We did.
So
We
I had
did.
your house
Filmed
one
some.
day.
Yeah.
Most of the B-roll you see of the party, and there's like cups everywhere and stuff are spilled. That's me filming
Yeah.
later,
Yeah.
not to make up for it.
So
This is Jay's big entrance here.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Okay.
I love that little bit of suspense before it leads up, and then it's the
Hello.
and then he drives off.
yeah, squeals up.
Yeah.
Oh,
The only thing I wish we would have added is him like yelling in Spanish. I don't know.
love you too.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Which
Yeah.
is clearly
And before
not.
that too, M popped up too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about showing up at Pat's party?
I really liked that it was just the quick little, where should I stick my dick?
Yeah, you had it
I had one line and
Yeah.
it was. Just
Well, no, you got this line too.
Oh,
You
you're right, you're
got
right.
the
It's also a little personal too, but you lost like 150 pounds since then.
Yes, well, I've lost 100 pounds since then, but
Oh.
150 altogether. But yeah,
Yeah.
watching this back is pretty crazy.
I will say I love that, like, that moment when you hold up and you're like, we're gonna stick these dicks. Not only did you hold them up, but you pointed your
With
wand.
my wand.
And like,
That was
if
good.
you don't catch it super,
Right.
but like, it's just right there.
That was your choice, right? I don't think we told you to do
No.
that. Yeah.
I
That was.
love
I
it.
pointed the wand later at David when he was
Right,
asking
yeah,
us
yeah,
to
yeah.
leave.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of like
I messed with that wand all right.
appendages, like sticks. I use that skeleton hand
Ah,
all
yes.
night.
You're losing everybody.
Everybody.
There's Chase Todd.
Yes.
We specifically wanted him to be in that shirt too.
Yeah.
Wanted him to be himself.
Wanted to be himself.
I just
And
wanted
then,
to be like, okay, we've heard it.
and then they just had
That was so funny.
They just had Charlie James at the time, and
3 months
they
old there.
brought him out, and we just put him right in the script.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that there's a baby at this wild party.
Yeah, I
know.
Stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Well, then he gets his own little time in the sun too. After that, when they're holding him up.
Yeah.
And here's the Halloween shot, the John Carpenter Halloween
Mhm.
kind of tease.
And then Randy.
Randy and Nick.
Gotta keep that suspense.
There's
There we go.
skeleton.
Here comes that
There.
hat boots. Yeah.
I
Well-
remember this footage being fun because it was at the end. We were all tired, and I said, "Guys, let's just dance. I'm gonna record it." And then we all just went around and just danced and just did stupid stuff. And that's when you were doing all the hitting people and everything.
We
Yeah.
had a lot of.
I also
we had
was
a lot of
halfway through
Jay.
that wine bottle by myself with
Yeah.
the straw.
Yeah, you do all your own stunts.
I do all my
Yeah, so we just had a lot of party footage
Oh
of Jay.
god, the dirt cups.
Right.
I remember this.
Oh, do we want to talk about this scene here? Do we wanna
Yeah,
bring up
The
some
dirt
pain?
cups.
So
The dirt
this,
cussing.
so this is a oneer, and we did this oneer at least 10 times.
Oh my god.
And I made the choice to climb over the couch every single time.
2 in the
Yeah.
morning.
It's 2 in the morning. We're exhausted.
Oh yeah.
And now, if you're listening, you don't know what a oneer is. It's basically where you don't cut. You have choreography everywhere, and everyone is just moving into place every single time. And if one person screws up, you got to do it again.
Yeah.
I think the
And we-
one
Yeah.
lighthearted thing was Keelan.
Yeah.
He was
It
funny.
just, there's not a lot of him in here,
Yeah.
but with
Yeah.
the blind ref, he was hilarious.
He was making people laugh all night.
Oh, he
Oh
was
my
so,
god.
and
He's
he's
a scene
so
stealer.
sweet too.
He really liked
He's a
it.
great
He's
guy.
the sweetest guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of sweet, here's Steph.
Yes, I love
Yes.
this because she's so innocent. Just, are you getting some punch? No idea that this guy's
And
about
that's
to take
like
a
true
crap in
to
it.
her.
But
Like,
the-
that's exactly how
That
it
is
I know.
exactly how she.
The only person that probably saw Boy do this was her.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
she
She
told
keeps a
nobody.
secret. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
does.
But yeah,
Well,
during
she
this,
lets you drink it.
Right.
yeah, but back to that. But
Very
back to
nice.
that oneer, I think I rocked into Randy and M like multiple times getting through that shot,
Yeah.
and they did not get mad at me once, at least not super mad.
There's Coop Boy.
So Coop Boy here.
Oh yeah, Coop Boy.
Do you remember the little scene where you're kind of going through the?
Yeah, I'm walking through the house and
Yeah.
everybody's following me. It's like
Yep.
I'm the one that everybody wants to see.
So right
Dwight was
here,
in the shot too.
Randy's,
Yep.
Yeah, Misty's in there.
this.
Yeah.
Randy's having a really bad night, and you could just
Oh
see
yeah, there's
it.
Misty.
He showed up alone.
Yeah,
Everything's
Randy's just
going
so
wrong.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an extended version of that where you can see Randy's disappointment just
So
continue to
sad.
fall across.
He's got hope that he'll come back.
This was we did one take of this, and this
It's a
is
crap.
also true to Steph and I because I'll say something, she'll go, "Hey, be nice."
Yeah,
That's also true to us. So
That's
I
true.
always rate you two kind of like bickering anyways.
well,
Like you're
it's because you do big.
Every time you guys are on Camp Nostalgic cameras together, it's almost like you had a fight.
I love that
Yeah.
skeleton
Right.
going home with
There you go. There's the
Right
only
there.
B-roll shot. in
So yeah, that happened way after shoot.
Yeah.
And this right here this is a true story.
This
Minus the two on the sink.
Yes.
Right.
That we know of.
Yeah, me sleeping by that toilet is a true story from one of the first rap party we did.
Yeah.
She's
I
passed out in the
disappeared.
bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I disappeared. I wasn't sick. I just needed a quiet spot.
Yeah.
Here's the third part of Wolf Dolly with Breland Faye and
Yes.
Chase Todd.
Mhm.
This was the.
They're running off.
And
Yeah.
you and Nick are there.
Pull up his pants.
Oh,
You and
yeah.
Nick are watching it.
This
Hayden,
is
you
the-
were dressed as a mad scientist as well.
Oh, yeah.
And you were watching this with Nick here.
This scene is the dumb dad that doesn't realize that it's not period blood.
Yeah,
So,
I loved. Again, I want to see the full length. Like that's one of those
Yeah.
things that it's so fun and it's also so heartbreaking in a sense when you get to see all the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
we
they
don't
didn't.
know how it ends.
Well,
yeah, we don't.
I think we already passed it, but we also see a continuity of the couple making out,
Yep.
running in the
Yes.
background. I remember we did that a few times because like
Because we wanted
my
to be
pants
Like
fell down. If you guys remember, when I was running, my pants fell down.
Yes.
We ended up keeping that take because it was so funny.
well, here we go. Here's
Yeah,
the
there's
here's
the
the big.
there's the dookie, if you
Yeah,
will.
Dookie.
Oh, I love Nick saying this.
Dookie dookie.
Man.
I do have to admit, it is a little dog poopy. You know,
Randy comes up here with
Well,
candy corn, and
what do
it
you
is.
expect from a
comes
chicken?
from
what do you expect from Hayden?
Yeah.
When we shot this scene, we were all. This was right after Alex had his mental
When it
breakdown.
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I put the poop on your forehead.
It's what I needed. It did lighten things
Yes,
up after that.
and we all stared down at you while you were laying to record.
So that's a little camera trick, yeah, what we did, and it looks like he's looking down at the table, but really I was on the floor, and everyone was just standing around me on the floor, and that's a little
Okay,
camera
where did you
stuff.
find these two guys?
Okay, well, this is Chase and Shep. This is
They're
the
hilarious.
the one and onlys.
Yeah.
That's Sabrina
This
Turner,
was
isn't it?
one of the only original commercials that we wrote for Pat Spooky Night because we realized we didn't have any Halloween commercials
Yeah.
Saturday morning. So there's the Boris Brothers Search Service, which I wrote at work
And this is
one day.
the funniest, like from a real customer, like that
Yeah.
killed me.
This is one of my favorite
It's
commercials we've
it's
done.
just appalling. That's what it is.
It is appalling, but also like,
That's why it
Chase,
works.
too,
It
like,
works.
He put on that jacket. He's like, "Damn it, Dave."
Yeah,
He always put me in tiny clothes.
yeah.
that like, it's not gonna kill you. Oh, gets
That's
me.
great.
Oh, it just tickles me.
And that was Mercedes De Silva as the body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which
Sabrina and Stephen Akers
yes,
helped us with the hers.
those are Hearst Wranglers.
Yeah.
This
Where was
video
this,
is
where
pretty
was this
good.
shot
Did you
at?
watch this one?
Yeah, I seen that one.
This
was
was,
what
that
shot?
shot was
That shot
of
Boris
the bridge.
Brothers?
on the bridge.
Oh,
okay.
of routine. Yeah.
This is routine. This is
UC Woods.
Chase wrote this
Okay.
Yep.
This is the Chase
And directed
Todd
it.
break.
and directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
this
call
all
this
thing.
commercial break the Chase Todd commercial break.
It sure is. Yeah.
It's all him.
This was one of the first times we took something an outside script
Yeah, we bought his script and,
Mhm.
and produced it for
and
him.
produced it.
He directed it.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. It was pretty good.
I'm happy.
Thank
with it.
5 to 9.
Oh, this
There's
commercial.
5 9 Chesapeake Valley.
Champagne Aurora.
I love how it's Chesapeake Valley. It's like,
And there's Chase again.
Yep. Young
Yeah.
Chase.
Little baby Chase.
I
Yeah.
do. I love all the like cameo, like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it reminds me of something like Fox.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
That was-
idea. It's like a
yeah.
network, you
We
know.
wanted to kind of,
yeah.
So here's a little
Television
shout out
speak.
to the girls,
Oh.
to Monica and Morgan.
yeah.
Yes.
Here they are.
Oh, it says please type 1.
I thought that was great.
Here's Gela and Dave egging their own car.
I was,
Were you mad about that?
and
Oh,
she-
This scene of
Cracks me
Thor,
up. Oh my
I about cried.
Yeah,
Like,
what?
everything in me, not just snort, laugh, just the like.
Well,
I love the ending the most. Where
Oh,
he's just sitting
yes.
there watching the car go by and he looks at his phone again.
yeah, and then he like lights him up again.
Yeah, that was my idea. I'm so glad we kept it in there.
we
'cause
didn't
it's
have
so
a
funny.
Halloween costume for Thor, so we just cut open a plushy pumpkin and put it on his head.
Hey, that worked. It's perfect.
Because he looks like a man child just
He
sitting
just
there,
Yes.
like
And like it almost looks like it's that he puts his phone down right as the car goes by, like I don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the car goes, he's like, okay.
well, here it is, right here.
Yeah, this. He drops his phone so the car goes by,
He licks.
and
Takes
then
a
he's
lick.
like, all right, they're gone.
Are they?
I'll pick it up.
To make sure they
It's just-
turn away.
Like
Nope.
this is a 2 a.m. and he doesn't want
Right.
to get caught outside.
Yeah.
All right, I didn't want to have to do this, everybody, but all right, everybody, get in a circle, please.
We had to take a while to
Yeah.
to actually have a car come by. It was a very not.
There's
busy
Keelan.
It's
street.
an improv. Yep.
Yeah,
it's
the
Keelan.
cat-
Keelan was
He's
making
facing
everybody
the wrong-
laugh at this
Hitting the
time.
back of these shots.
Yeah.
Chase and I were dying here. I know that particular. We were like just spitting.
But
it
Yeah.
out.
we were all so tired. It worked out.
It also, I'm hiding. I think under the table. I'm hiding in a back room because I can't be seen.
Right.
Because I'm sleeping.
Right.
And so I'm like
Look.
trying not to laugh out
There's
loud.
sign
This
to-
is Steph extremely tired.
Yes.
Yes.
At one
Yes.
point, she is just staring off.
But it also kind of works because the party's kind of ruined. So,
Yeah.
it just, so it
Yeah.
just kind of looks like, you know,
Yeah.
everybody's tired. Look, I mean, everybody's just like, all right.
There's this,
Brandy in the background.
I remember when we had to shoot when you confronted me.
Mhm.
Our height difference. So we were belly
Well,
to
yeah, well,
belly.
that was
Remember what I
Alex's
said?
idea.
I said it's going to feel awkward. It's going to look normal on camera.
And
Gotta
it
go
does,
down.
but
Right.
we were rubbing stomachs.
I know. I said we got to put your
We were
stomachs
doing
together.
like the
Yeah.
suction
We
cup
were-
with
we
the
were-
belly button.
Yeah, button to button. Yeah, yeah.
gonna feel weird, but it's gonna look normal.
This is where I kick you all
Yeah.
out of the party.
But everybody's so tired at this point, and I've just been hiding and like kicking it, so I'd come
You're
in
chilling. You're
Yeah.
good.
and be like,
The thing
"Hey
is-
guys, we're actually
We never
great."
see her
Yeah,
leave.
you're still in the house.
I'm
Yeah,
still.
we never see her leave.
Oh, here's my cameo.
And there's Dave.
I
Yeah.
finally park, and I'm in a Ranger Rick costume as well.
Yeah.
Did that hurt?
No. Alex made it sound like
I made
That
it sound.
sound.
That's the sound. Yeah.
It's like everything from the sound to the placement of everything, the animations that come in
Oh, yeah.
from Gala, like
That's what I said.
everything ties so.
Ella and Alex made this.
I
feel
love
right.
this.
I love
Yeah.
so.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's not a peacock.
It's not a peacock.
As he's like dancing.
One of the best lines,
Like a-
though, actual lines in the thing, is that was written by Alex, where I'm looking at the poop and it's like, this can't be Chase's.
Yeah, it chases.
Yeah.
Like,
It's another dig at our buddy
Yeah.
Chase Dunn.
Yeah.
Hayden, here you are again.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is one of my
Here we
favorite
go.
parts.
It's our Scooby-Doo ending, huh?
Yep.
Scooby-Doo
When
influence.
Hayden
Love the
looks at
shirt.
The camera.
The reveal. I know.
Yeah.
I wear that shirt all the time now, Hayden.
Daddy.
There he is.
Yes.
Right to the
That,
camera.
like-
We have a face to Coop Boy now.
I know. Yeah.
Yep.
And he looks so proud of what he did.
I know.
He is.
Had to poop, baby.
Had the poop, baby.
There was some, we took a long while on that line. Remember, we were trying to really nail that
Yeah.
line.
Trying
Right.
to like giggle through, like hitting it.
Yeah, and we got it.
I think after this, I went and laid down or something because
I don't think you did because this was way earlier, actually.
Was
this
it?
Yeah, it
before
was
the
earlier.
party.
This was done, yeah. I don't think a lot of people were there yet.
Not
this
everybody.
was so early, yeah.
Yeah, me and my wife were just like
Yeah.
getting tired at this point.
Oh yeah. Well, you're about to go spend the night. in
Oh,
this
you're
coop.
right. We
Yeah.
shot this right before the party.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind
but
of
we were
Yeah.
already tired.
crazy to think.
Yeah.
I love
Now-
that blanket so much.
Me too.
All the stuff.
No, this was once again at the beginning of the day before anyone was
Right.
over, and this is just Dave and I. And one of my goals was to end it like it started. So at the beginning, the camera rolls in, and it kind of comes into him, and at the end, it's going to pull back and kind of exit. So it's like a little slice of life into Pat's life for a night, and then kind of leaving that slice of life, and that's kind of the goal
It
that
is
we had.
beautiful, that shot.
Yeah, I love
But
it.
again, I will make it known, I'm still sleeping.
Yeah.
Candace
right
is
here, like,
still very
yeah.
much in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I think there's something
Pat has
going on.
already.
I like to play
Yeah.
there's something
Could've
there.
been.
I
It
think
would have been funny if he ended up.
I think Pat could handle Candace. I really do.
You just
I don't
want-
know if
You
he
just
could.
want a buddy sequel.
I just want to both. I just Candace and Pat take the city.
I want to know
We
how
love
they
the
became friends.
city.
Yeah, I know.
I do wanna
This is
know how
my-
they became
My best
friends.
friend, Candace.
My best
I
friend.
love it. I think you do great here. You're kind of just reflecting on the night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta go wash
That
the
was
dish.
our plan. You know, it's kind of you look like that, and then you
Was
just go
the
in
shot before we shot everything else too?
there before everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And then he's doing his dishes, and,
And
it
it
just
looks so good.
closes in. We had that gimbal. That gimbal really
Yeah,
helped.
yeah,
And that's it.
yeah. Well, that's it. Yep. So,
Yeah. So good.
closing thoughts, Alex.
I am so proud of what's happened, like of this. I think this is great. I told Dave and Gella when we finished this, so this is my favorite thing we've ever made. It really is. And I've made a lot of videos. Over the years.
I remember shooting this though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You're,
This
Were you the one making the noise of? You're making some weird like mouth noise.
Do we have a blooper reel?
Well,
Very little.
technically,
'Cause it
I
was
think
straight to business. Like we didn't have
Yeah.
time to mess around.
we
and
didn't do
stuff.
much.
Right.
But that dance scene. So we rode in. So Dave and I rode in the car.
Yeah.
It was him, I, and Randy in the car on the way there to Memphis, and we always get this sillies going when we hit
Yeah.
Memphis. And like Ramada, I barely know her.
Yeah.
And we start singing
And
different.
Ramada.
We like
Ramada.
sing different songs, and I think that's what I was doing when you were like busting a move.
You guys were singing a lot during the first half of the day. I remember that. Yeah.
We
Gala,
always hit the giggles.
Gala, do you have any closing thoughts? Pat Spooky Night.
Oh, I'm glad it's here. I mean, I know a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know this, but this thing almost didn't happen at the beginning of the year. Our hard drive broke and we had
Yeah,
to send
we
our
lost
hard
it all. We
drive
lost it all.
Yeah.
to Wisconsin.
And there's our closing thought.
And we spent a lot of money just for that gut shot of Randy.
Yeah, we did.
honestly, like.
Andy, any closing thoughts?
Very nicely done. I think you nailed the aesthetic.
Thank
And it's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
I agree. Thank you.
I'm ready for the next one.
Hayden,
Pretty good. I liked having. It was fun.
finally playing Coop Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally figuring out why this is like all weird, and then finally seeing it, and it's like, oh, now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense, right? And that is an interesting perspective to, it's like you're on set, you don't know what's going on, sometimes you just know your part,
Yeah.
right? It's like what's happening,
Grant, or M, your closing thoughts.
I can't wait to do another one. Each time we do this, we get better and more seasoned and acting, and just, we have a better idea of what to do, how to do it, get things done quicker, and I can't wait to do another
We're all
one.
growing as a crew.
Yeah.
And I am so honored to air this on October 26th. I feel that everyone here, nobody seemed like they were acting. It all seems super authentic. I know other studios in the area, compared to them, we don't have the best budget or the biggest resources, but
Right.
one thing I'll always put against anybody else is our ability to tell a damn story. And we do it consistently, and I'm very, very proud of it.
There's a
So there we go.
Yeah.
Signing off,
Skeleton
everybody.
man.
We will see you on the next holiday special. When you get the chance, check out Camp Nostalgic Studios, okay? Just don't watch Man Cats, alright? It'll never be the same again.